the lower back fatigue has dissipated, but this session was not going to demand much from that part of the body anyways. I started off with handstands and then did some jumps. The handstand here that I recorded is a really good one, in my opinion. I was able to keep a very straight vertical. The shoulders have a good degree of extension. I'm able to keep my legs straight up, stuck in all my joints. And then I went for a small tuck. This tuck here, I was actually able to finally lower it um, in front of my body, which is something that it's kind of challenging for me still, because it pushes my body to fall back basically, and I was able to actually counter it effectively for a split second this time, so that's an improvement. And then I went into jumps, and I was doing a little experiment here with my paleolithical editing skills. So I was jumping from side to side to see if there was indeed a difference in the different penultimate step that I was taking, and definitely there was one. The first jump is the highest that I've done, and the second one was quite below that. And then when my penultimate step is the right one, I was definitely able to jump higher, and I recorded that. And I was noticing that after the sixth jump, my performance tends to decrease. So I'm gonna keep this in mind for the next time that I'm gonna be doing these alternated penultimate steps jumps. I'm going to be doing sets of 6, so 3 reps for each leg. And as usual, after the jumps, I did some Nordic curls. This first set, I was doing 2 full repetitions, and I was helping myself up on the concentric for 4 repetitions. So I did kind of 2 plus 4. Maybe I was keeping more hip flexion that I was doing in the past. I still felt that this was pretty tough, and then I considered that maybe that had something to do with the speed at which I'm usually lowering myself. It tends to be very slow and controlled, and that probably puts a lot of strain on the hamstrings in the eccentric phase of the lift. And what I tried to do in the second set was to go down a bit more quickly and see if that made a difference. And I did notice quite a bit of a difference, because I was able to do on the second set 3 full repetitions. The third one was a bit of a grindy one, but I'm going to be considering doing more slightly faster repetitions on the Nordic curls, because if I'm able to put some more repetitions in, then probably progress is going to be faster as well. And there isn't really another lift that I'm actually lowering as slowly as with the Nordic curl. So I was probably going too slow in the past. Let's see if this actually makes progression go a bit faster. And I was doing a few low raises, did 2 sets, 21 and 18 repetitions. Maybe it's time to go up in weight. I'll be using dumbbells of 6 kilos in each hand now, and see how many I can do. And then I did some more upper body stuff. Was doing some pushing and some pulling. So the pushing was, let's call it a few volume sets with the bench, 60 kilos. This is the first set. I was doing 6 repetitions, and I also recorded the third and last set where I did 5. So I did 6, 5, 5. I'm thinking to progress these in the 5 to 8 rep range. So when I'm going to reach the 8th rep on all sets, I'll probably be going up. I might be going up 5 kilos and see how low that brings me in terms of repetitions for each set. This is something that I have not figured out quite yet. And then the final movement for the day was the seal row. I took 35 kilos and I went again for 3 sets. This was a higher rep range. I was doing 15 repetitions, and the second one I was able to squeeze a 15th one, even though I wasn't really able to touch my chest with the bar. It fell maybe a couple of centimeters short. The last set I was only doing 12. I was pretty fatigued at this point. Definitely felt a big contraction in my lats and in all my mid to upper back really. I was trying to keep a slightly wider grip than stance than the previous time when I felt a weird sensation in one of the in my right hand. It felt like one of the nerves was twitching when I was pulling all the way up. Here I didn't feel anything of the sort, and I believe that I maintained good form. Not that this is easy to cheat because the chest I am actually laying prone onto this box. So this is a really different exercise from what I'm usually doing. I'm always focused a lot on vertical pulling, and but there is a place for rows, and at least one variation on the pulling movement pattern I want to keep for rows, and I think that I will be progressing these. I'm going to start using a barbell because this is the heaviest set of predetermined weight, and I'll probably have to go higher than that next time. Ciao.